I am very not up to date on my TV tropes lingo. I know I was discussing this a few months ago and was finding tropes there and found a few.
Ooh, one more and then we get the next hat.
Ha! Oh yeah. One thing we were doing recently was a couple days ago we were discussing a bunch of random TV show parody names to put in Can't Buy Happiness, and at one point we were doing parody game. We're just like throwing in a bunch of any game or anime we can think of. And at one point I was like, at first we were like a scarf in time, and then we were like a mask in time.
Yeah.
Mask.
I feel like the mask would give you more options, honestly.
Yeah, mask in time would work. Red herrings. It was red herring.
Right?
It's always red herring, except it's not, except for that one episode.
Yeah.
I guess red herring can't always be the red herring.
Everyone has that joke you didn't get as a kid. For me, it was red herring.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I did not know what that mean as a kid either.
I didn't know what that meant until I took mystery class, mystery unit in school.
Because I was just like, who names their kid red and who names their kid red herring?
Yeah.
Troy hates them.
Yeah.
Like red is like a nickname you can have, like Red Fox.
I just tough bully names.
Had what names?
Those kind of tough dude bully names, you know. Like red herring.
Well, Red Fox is an actor.
Oh.
Didn't I get all of those bones?
Anyway, boxes.
Broke her ankles.
No.
That kid going to the hospital, aka my job.
We do. Ooh, more yarn.
Ooh.
I had the time being shut for myself. The little dollar girl doesn't even know it exists. It's not so many.
The mumbles. God, those mumbles feel so weird tonight with headphones on.
Yeah, I know.
I thought there was someone within the call who was calling one of us.
Speaking of masks,
We got.
the Dweller mask.
We can sneak and make some items that are visible, and step on them.
I can't believe we summoned the fox.
That's what the fox says.
Yeah,
That was a weird.
Yeah, we'll see what that mask does in the next level.
Yeah, it's not really useful right now here.
The label reads ticking clocks. You think of one being advanced in Shiver.
Oh,
That's the next section.
Another one.
Oh, look, another
I
one.
see another yarn. And then they released another Land Before Time movie, and another, and another, and another. That's a random. That's a niche reference.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Wow, I can't believe that.
I don't even know why the hell I watched that show. Probably because I was 12 and I thought pop culture reference equals instant comedy.
Yeah. Like, I've been watching My Adventures with Superman, and I really am just having that experience of like, oh, I know what that's a reference to. I love it.
It's great because, see, you're into comic book media, so that must be great for you. I'm just like, I watch that and go, neat. But my only experience with Superman was playing Superman 64 out of curiosity.
yeah, it'll just like have a character go by. It'll just straight up reference a character, and I'm like, oh, I know who that character is.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, actually, I know this. This is one thing I did want to consider doing for a video is a video on weird old like Pokemon bumpers and promos or whatever commercials. And one promo I think of is related to Superman is this one from the Kids WB that is, I guess, the Kids WB characters having a parody show Pokemon battle. And at one point, Misty fights Superman, and for Superman's Pokemon, he goes, "Lois, I choose you."
Oh no!
Lois,
He just
I
throws
choose you.
Lois Lane out to fight, and then Lois is like, shouldn't we make this a fair fight? And then he just forfeits.
Bruh.
Like, and then at one point he battles Team Rocket earlier, and he's like,
he literally just blows them away.
Yeah, just blows them away with a super breath.
Well, hey, they gotta blast off somehow.
Yeah, that whole big sequence is really funny. There's the bunny at one point. Terry from Batman Beyond summons this bat flying thing, and
It's a bat jet.
Yeah, Bat Jet just doesn't work. And then I guess a teacher from this niche show called Detention just beats Ash's Pikachu by feeding him liver.
Liverwurst.
Like, well,
Yeah.
like Liverwurst isn't even that bad. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Going through those old Kids WB bumpers caused me to just randomly learn that about this niche show called Detention. I think it was Warner Bros. Attempt to cash in on Recess or something.
I think.
It felt like that, at least to me, especially with the title.
Detention!
Yeah, its most notable thing is there's the teacher who yells "Detention!"
Yeah, she kind of looks like Miss Trunchbull from Matilda.
If Miss Trunchbull cross-fused with Miss Finster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, also, she is voiced by one of the teachers from As Told by Ginger.
Oh
Wow.
They get all those.
The only episode of As Told by Ginger I've seen is the one where Ginger writes a poem and everyone thinks she's depressed.
Yeah. The And She Was Gone episode.
Yeah, and she was gone.
The one Pie Guy Rules thought was about the teacher passing away.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The title. I will say that episode I remember that episode having a kind of bizarre subplot with the little brother. I don't remember the details. I remember it being kind of bizarre. I should actually watch more of that show because that's another one of those shows that I was a bit too young for when it came out.
Oh yeah. I feel like the show would have done a lot more if it didn't have one of the most unfitting art styles ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klasky Supo.
Klasky Supo. It does not mesh very well with whatever they're trying to have as their premise.
I just find it so wild that show apparently took a little over a decade to air its full run.
What, really?
Yeah,
That's
they legit did not air the final episode of that show until it went on Paramount Plus.
What? That's crazy.
Wow, Told by Ginger is technically a modern show, guys.
Yeah, they just straight up held off on showing some of the final episodes for years.
I also heard.
Wow, I forget how long.
How one of Ginger's friends is just Dejanay from the Proud Family all over again.
Yeah, just Dejanay all over again, but white.
Yes.
Yeah, Dobie.
So is it Dodie? Is it?
Yeah, Dodie.
Dobie. Okay.
Dodie or Dobie.
Yeah.
I find out there's an episode where she almost outs the rich girl Courtney for having head lice.
Yeah.
See, what's funny is I didn't watch The Proud Family much as a kid, and I think I had watched a couple episodes of it at some point recently, and I think I messaged these two who have watched it going, so is La Cienega supposed to be Penny's friend or her bully? I can't tell.
I don't know. She's like, they got this weird frenemy thing going on.
Look at these movie posters.
In one of the first episodes, she straight up spreads a rumor that Penny's dating some guy she doesn't like.
Yeah, like what? But yeah, I think they're only hanging out. I think they're only really hanging out just because like their families are friends.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, La Cienega is literally apparently one of Penny's more honest friends, which is kind of sad.
Well, Dejanay is the best friend, and she's probably the worst.
Yeah, look at all these freaking trophies.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a freaking bed made of trophies.
Imagine that's gotta be hard to sleep in. That's gotta be so.
Zoe's probably the least bad by default, but I mean.
Zoe's the least bad by default, but that's because they keep dumping on us so hard.
Yeah.
That's probably was one of those shows where I'm not sure how well it will hold.
Especially in the reboot, like, dang.
In the reboot, they just straight up hate her.
Like, what
I
the
know
heck?
I've heard the reboot has some of the most crazy hits or misses I've ever seen. I've ever heard of.
Yeah, look at these posters.
Whoa. I love that Hackett one there. The DJ Grooves one, pretty cool. The big parade. Oh, nice.
That's a really old-fashioned one.
It is funny because I can actually see these styles of posters on actual things before.
Okay, I'm wearing headphones, and every time I hear the muffled talking, I feel like I'm listening to some weird ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's basically just me and my stepbrother in the house right now.
Oh.
People in my house came home. Home. I was home alone for a while, but I'm in a remote place to not bother anyone.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna be alone all weekend.
That's awesome.
It was my mom's birthday, so she was staying out late. Well, yesterday was my mom's birthday, and she was going out late for stuff.
Huh.
And I know this weekend's mainly going to be me. Well, I'm going to be editing another video, and I'm going to be prepping for my DC trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excited to see how well you do. How well you do with it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that flashy of a video. It is literally just old Pete Showtime game footage over like random flashy images. It's nothing fancy. I can't even figure out how to get text on my video because OpenShot is super dumb and won't let me put borders over my text.
Yeah,
no.
I'm pretty sure OpenShot doesn't even have its own text tool.
Yeah, you have to use Inkscape. You have to use another software to do it. Like, I'm sitting there like, no wonder you switched out of this.
Yeah. Local bird misses the only train in existence.
Oh no! So I like how it's called the early worm.
Yeah, the early worm.
42-year-long streak broken. Calculated risk goes horribly wrong.
42-year-long streak broken. And imagine this is the city of Toronto whenever the Leafs finally win a Stanley Cup.
Oh man, when that finally happens, Toronto is gonna burn to the fucking ground.
It'll be like, so I'm from Chicago, if you couldn't tell. It'll only tell you from someone from Chicago. It would be like when the Cubs won the World Series on steroids.
Or in Philadelphia whenever they win anything.
Yeah, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl a few years ago, it was crazy. One of our other friends is from Philadelphia and probably gave us the details.
Listen,
when I'm from Chicago, when in Chicago, when one of the sports team wins a championship, you hear it. Like when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup one of the years, we were coming home from the pub we were watching it at, and on the radio, all they were playing was the Blackhawks goal song on the Chicago stations. And let me tell you, the Blackhawks goal song sounds like freaking circus music. It's like da 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 da. It's like circus music all the way home.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
Yeah, like, and this happens every time they score a goal in the game. I have been to Blackhawks games.
I'm making freaking progress.
Nice. This level can get kind of long, though, I will say. The only thing I'm happy about is the stealth parts of this level aren't that bad.
Yeah. Ah! I almost missed that jump.